Hello friends and welcome to the channel! I'm Handington and today I'm not playing Hello Brave Cookies in the present because I recorded this footage in the past when I was at these levels. I am much farther into the game as of now, but I said that I would record Coco's levels, and by golly, I'm going to make an episode of the Coco levels. So I'm actually going to be essentially reacting to the episode while I watch it back on my computer. So if I'm a little bit off sync or I don't exactly know what I'm doing, that's the reason why. I'm going off of the way that I recorded it. I tried to leave in spaces to where I thought I would react to some stuff. So I'm going to do my best to basically make an episode in post. And that's how this episode is going to end up being. So we should have a lot of fun. If the episode seems a little bit wonky, that's the reason why. But I couldn't record because my father had been home while I was at these levels, and I decided to continue it anyway because I didn't want to just keep waiting on the game. So I wanted to play it and proceed and everything. So that's how it shall be. And now to create the video.
Can't see through this frost. Good thing I have my Coco. Look at her, she's so cute. Look at the little mouth. Look at the little mouth she's making, and she's rocking back and forth with her Coco. Look at her go. She's all happy. Look at the way that her hair swivels. Look at it. It's so cute. And there are little Christmas lights hanging on the wall, and she has her cup of cocoa on the that she's holding a tiny version of the bigger cup of cocoa that's next to her that she rides around in that grows a face. I think on the bottom there that might be something, I don't know what that is, but on the right side there's a tiny little snow globe with a snowman and a little village. It is so cool. I love this. She's standing on either a doily or a plate. It's so cute. Look at the cuteness. Look at it snowing outside. It's so serene. Can't see through this frosty window. What if the witch is inside? But you're already inside. You'd know. You can see. She would be outside. That's the outside, Ginger Brave. I think you're getting your insides and outsides mixed up. Inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little window. Now we get to tap to wipe the frost away. Yay, look at the magic. And we made her so happy, and now it's extra beautiful outside. How nice. With this view, my Coco tastes even better. Look at her happy rosy cheeks. She's so cute.
This is adorable. Is that tree smoking? It looks like the tree has a pipe. Anyway, I see no witches around, but it doesn't mean we're safe.
Look how happy she is. A cup of cocoa, perhaps?
Yes. Yes, indeed. I love hot cocoa. Look at the steam coming off of it. It's so cute. Thanks, but I have to go. By the way, why don't you come with us? That's nice. I like that her origin is just that she was drinking cocoa and then decided to come along with them. This whole game basically feels like it's the origins of how each of the cookies got met, or they met up with each other.
Okay, did you know that cocoa is the perfect escape beverage?
Coco, you're the best. Coco is the answer to everything in Coco's life. Look what she drinks. The dress flows. It's great. Can it help us run faster?
Of course it can. It always can. It's Coco. You're the answer to all of life's problems. No, but you'll feel happier for sure. It makes me run faster, because I'm happy. So technically it does. Coco, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
That was the line. You amaze me. How can you love Coco so much?
I don't know. It's a real problem. Tee-hee. Sip, sip, sip. Great view, hot cocoa, gentle music. What else can you wish for?
She is precious. Look at her. She's being precious. I can relate to enjoying these things. And then we get the new cookie sign. And then there's Coco with marshmallows I changed the audio, but you can't hear any of the audio.
Feeling sad? Drink some cocoa.
Pop's jelly's in a cross shape. Even though she's already 80% cocoa, more cocoa is always welcome. I love her.
I love cocoa. How about a cup?
And we're not going to buy the package because I'm going to be buying her specifically. This is what I saved up those extra coins for. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this coming from the future. I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying her, as a cinnamon cookie would be better to get later, and as well as princess. But I wasn't going to not buy Coco because she's Coco. Of course I'm going to buy her. So that's my tip for the game. But there we go. We have Coco now. And of course we have to buy the hamster. Marshmallow hamster. There she is.
How about some cocoa?
And here's the Snow Sugar pre-registration rewards. There was some issue, so now they have everybody who starts up the game early. You can just get it. Oh yeah, Ginger Brave's daily gifts. I haven't seen them do the daily gifts in a while. Log in, given depending on your local time and network. Yeah, they haven't been showing those daily gifts for a while. Oh yes, and this is during the Dormouse events, so login supply pouches. We got an extra one. I was able to complete all of them, which was nice. And this is Cauldron Friday. Gotta love it. And then this was also something nice. If you're in the main levels, you get a weekend blessing combo where they help you through the levels. So if you're having some trouble, you can wait until the weekend and get some more stuff. So, oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of things on the screen. At this point in the game, there's less stuff because there are fewer events. And then here's our silver thingamajiggy, the silver fortune cookie. There we go. A friend needs an honest talk to the end, that's forever. Plus 3 moves, unlimited lives for 15 minutes. We got that, hooray.
Try it with marshmallows.
Yeah, I tend to have whipped cream instead of marshmallows with my cocoa, but I still enjoy marshmallows. And now we got the hamster.
Yay! So cute! Look at the happy hamster! Look at the cuteness! Look at the cuteness that both of them have together! Look at the cuteness!
Oh, she is on a doily.
Yay!
So I powered through a ton of these these levels over the weekend because I had that bonus.
A cup of cocoa? Yay!
Alright, and now on to the cocoa levels. So it introduces a new mechanic into the game, the cocoa cups. So look, she falls, and then she creates marshmallows as she falls.
Look at her hand wave, and then she does a happy little stomp. Look at her. Look at the hand wave.
Oh, I didn't read what she said.
Make sure this milk reaches the cocoa mugs.
It looks like such nice warm milk. So you gotta get the hot milk all the way down to the bottom. And then this way, I like these levels. I enjoy the mechanic of destroying the frosting in just the right places in order to get to the cocoa. So usually these levels they're at least a bit more fun to me than some of the other frustrating levels. The botany levels are the ones that I really don't like because you miss one tile and then that's it. Here you can avoid breaking some of the tiles because you only need to make a route to the cocoa mugs, and you can do that usually however you feel. And look, she's dancing on the bottom, and then her feet make little cocoa steps. Then she jumps, drinks the cocoa with love, and then creates a tiny cocoa, which she then uses to destroy stuff. And then she jumps up into her little cocoa mug and laughs. Look at her. And then the hamster is happy. It's a happy hamster.
Look at it.
You look at it! 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 I want all of you to look at it!
And there she goes, all content in the mug, and then jumps out. Arr!
There's no mint choco in the game yet, but if there is, I bet cuteness would be ensue. Oh, that's when I had more boosters. I used a bunch of those boosters as time went by. I'm not being as careful with the boosters. I'll be okay with using them up. Usually I like to try and see if I can save them, but not here. In this game, I'm a bit more loose with the boosters, but I only use them if I really need to. And there we go. Look at all those combos being made with the moves we got. And then happy Coco jump. Her eyes lagging there for a second. Look great. And then she's happy in her happy mug of cocoa. She doesn't get burned. Somehow, I mean, the the ocean cookie, the blue soda cookie, needs to have a special coating to avoid melting, getting all soggy in water.
I could drink cocoa every single day.
Coco is just a beast because she can just jump in a pile of hot chocolate and then be totally fine. I mean, she's like Captain Crunch. She doesn't get soggy, even though she's in liquid. Which hot cocoa, like, melts cookies super easily. So don't knock out, don't underestimate Coco, because she has power inside. Behind those eyes lies incredible power. Don't deny it. She can withstand. I mean, how many people could jump in like the equivalent of a boiling cup of hot cocoa? I think hot cocoa would boil if it's steaming hot. How many people could just jump in steaming hot cocoa and take it like it was nothing? I don't think you can. I mean, you might be able to jump in a sauna, which is nice, and that can steam. So you'll probably be fine. But can you wear a winter coat while also doing it? Huh? That's the question. Okay, can you do that? I don't know. And now we're making more matches. And we're making another match. We gotta try and get that one on the bottom left in order to destroy it, so that we can get to that cocoa mug. But we also need the stuff on the sides, so whatever we're able to get at any point is useful. And there we go, we got an extra bee that can target that, and we already got another one. I like that the hot milk melts the lump of chocolate that's just in the cocoa cup, and it becomes the hot chocolate, so you're making it out of actual chocolate. It's not like the powder. Cocoa only goes for the good stuff. Cocoa is a lady of class. And destroy. Now, if I was thinking, I could have made a color cauldron with that match of 5 perfectly sitting right there. But I didn't, and I think I'm waiting because... excuse me, my voice gave out. I'm waiting because I realized that and was annoyed. But we're getting closer to beating it here. And then by knocking that one down, we could get it, or we could use Coco, so we pretty much have this level in the bag. There we go, and I got both. Success! Now we'll get some extra coinage, and we're gonna win. Hello, brave cookies. Why do they call it hello? Exclamation point. Brave cookies. Oh, and when she jumps, her hat slightly flies above her head before it falls back down, and the marshmallow wibble wobbles a little bit. I love the animations in this game, but it just looks great. So Marshmallow Hamster gives more powerful boosters. I don't know exactly what that means. I think maybe it just does 2 levels worth of damage instead of 1. But that's what Coco's hamster does. Not necessarily one of the best. Oh yes, we can claim the free daily item from here. The pets that can give an extra jelly bee or an extra move are usually really good. That's why Snow Sugar is so important to use.
Well done. Cocoa time?
Indeed. Thank you, Coco.
Feeling good? Drink some cocoa.
She does that with every single level, by the way. She has a unique thing. Like, in the yoga levels, she's like,
having an existential realization through meditation? Drink some cocoa. Met a dragon? Drink some cocoa. At the circus? Drink some cocoa.
And it's the best. I love her. There she goes. What was I saying before that? Right. So in addition to having just a really good ability, Snow Sugar's pet is also really strong. I would love to just use Coco in every single level, but you can't do that. So I use Coco far less as time goes by, except in the Champions League when I can use her for a bonus trophy. But Princess is used in a lot of levels and is very useful. I'd say definitely get Princess over Herb Cookie. You'll want to wait for that, especially because of how hard it is to try and get the coins. You wouldn't think it, but the coins are really difficult to try and get in the game. So you'll need to try and be careful which ones you spend, because you can only get so many coins after you beat the main levels. So also try and see if you can get as many coins as you can out of these levels, because once you do that, then you can only get a certain amount in the Champions League, and then the amount of coins resets after a couple of days, and it ends up getting a bit more difficult to earn coins. And you can get some more through daily prizes and some chests and other things like that randomly. But you have to really ration your coins, which is why I'd say Coco isn't super useful going forward. But of course, I was going to get Coco, so that's just me. But I would recommend definitely Princess. She's very useful. Cinnamon is also pretty useful, and if you have a Snow Sugar Cookie, then she is just an absolute beast. You can get through so much of the game using Snow Sugar and her pet, because you get 2 bonus moves for free. She is an upgrade to Soda Cookie in every single way. Don't get Soda Cookie, unless, of course, you don't have her. If you don't have Snow Sugar, then Soda Cookie is pretty decent. I'd recommend not getting Yoga either, because I got her because I needed the red. If you have Cherry Blossom Cookie from the event, skip getting what's her face? Yoga. Don't get Yoga. In terms of Yoga versus Soda Cookie, I'd say Soda Cookie is better if that's it. But if you have Snow Sugar Cookie, she's just amazing at like everything. Her ability to destroy stuff next to the pop jellies, she basically acts like a mini color bomb. Whenever you activate, she has a pretty reasonable activation time, and then of course her ability counts towards her activation, so you can destroy stuff using it, and then it's even easier to get to it. Yoga, you need her pet to make her usable, and even then it's like it only does so much. This level, because we got the booster, it's very useful. I should have activated that one on the side first, because then it would have activated the bomb, and that would have saved me a turn. Hindsight is 2020, just like the year this game came out. Ba-da-da. Also, awkwardness noises aside, I tend to do better at this game on screen because I'm able to get through many more levels without failing. Because after I stopped recording this, I messed up on a bunch of other levels going forward. But when I was recording it, I practically tend not to fail, and then I was doing the live stream, and I found out why I was messing up on that live stream episode, because it's something that's really frustrating. It wasn't happening while I was recording this, but there's an issue that happens when I try to move it, and it says I move another thing. So, like, I'd move one match, like, upwards or downwards or left or right, and then it says that I moved the one completely opposite on the other side. So let's say I moved that purple one here, and then it would just say, oh, no, you moved the green with the yellow, where the match was being made down there. And it's like, I didn't do that. And then if you can actually make a match and it messes things up, it's so frustrating. And it tends to happen when I have my phone a little bit too overloaded. Like if I'm uploading an episode in the background or something is happening. And live streaming the game tends to do that a little bit. Plus, my phone had a lot of extra space in it because I didn't delete the Let's Play episode that I had. So my camera was full, and sometimes it makes the phone lag a little bit when I do that. It's frustrating, it's annoying. Very Little Nightmares tends to still have the issue even if I download the episode, just because Very Little Nightmares is so laggy. And I wish I made the match upwards, so I could have made a bit more of that bomb there. But it worked out anyway. We cleared the level on that one turn anyway, so that wasn't an issue. But, so yeah, the game was just kind of off. And if it's one thing if I mess up by making a poor decision in my matching, but it's another thing when you mess up and it's not your fault, and it's so frustrating because it's just how the game ended up being. Because I know, like, you know, fat fingers, yada yada, but even when you're being careful and you're not just doing it however and not caring, like if you do it and you mess up because you're not caring, that's one thing. But when you very clearly make one move and then it says another, just because the phone, like, doesn't sync up where the tap is supposed to be, it's so frustrating. Oh, you, Herb. Yeah, I hate your photosynthesis levels. They're frustrating. Coco Day.
Yay, look at how precious she is. Will you be my Coco buddy? Look at her. Look at how happy she is, waving her little nubby hand. Look at her. And then she's doing a happy cheer, and she leans forward, and then she waves some more. Look at her. This animation you barely see, only in her tutorial and then on here. So make sure to enjoy the most of it. Look at her! She's so flowy! Look at her hair and dress, they flow! They're so cute! She has actual really good animation. Look at the cuteness! We got a bear jelly hammer. Yay! Tap to continue. Let's see. We'll make this a longer episode. Why not? I could drink cocoa every day. I was debating on cutting up this episode in two, because it's really long, but yeah, you guys get a longer episode. Why not? We'll do that. We'll have a fun time. Rendering it will take a while, but that'll be fine. So depending on the difficulty of the level, you'll get different. You'll get more boosters or less boosters. So the rainbow ones mean the level's going to be difficult. So there we go. We got some more of those. Oh right, by the way, so Devil Cookie has a mechanic where you gotta destroy things next to those little pumpkins, and then you earn candy corn. That's another level mechanic that gets introduced. And then there's also bear jelly rings in Soda's levels, where you have to destroy stuff until you get the little lifesaver candies all the way to the bottom, into the water. So those are other two mechanics. And as more levels go by, they introduce more and more obstacles into the game, which is awesome. I enjoy it. It gets more and more complicated as you go by, but it's pretty simple. This game is fun to play in little bits here and there. It can get kind of repetitive over time, as the usual Match 3 games are. I don't play this game as much as I play the other games that I do, like I play Cookie Run Oven Break, even though that can get repetitive too, but I play that one a lot more then I'd play this. So I'll play this in a bunch, maybe for like a half hour or so, and then I'll stop. I'm not going to be as dedicated to this one as some other stuff. And Nightlore and I are both pretty evenly matched in this, so it's fun. Where it's like, hey, I got a little above you here, or hey, I got a little above you here, and it's just fun. It's like a light competition, but I really don't care who wins or not. We're just having a fun time, and it's nice to play with a buddy. So we're having fun. It's nice. I imagine that if Nightlore ends up playing the game even more than I do, she'll end up beating me at some point, and I do not mind, because I'm not as dedicated to this game as I am Cookie Run Oven Break. That's the one that's my main. That's the one that I really enjoy. So that one I'm going to be working a lot harder to complete. But this one is fun when I feel like it. And I really should have combined the two of those together, because I would have gotten a much better result from that. Again, this episode, hindsight, painful. Hindsight the hedgehog, faster than the naked hedge. Hindsight the hedgehog. Hindsight, it can really move. Hindsight, studies in the Louvre. Hindsight, oh, look at Coco Dance. That's the Coco Dance. Tap your feet, wobble around. That's all you have to do. Listen to the sound. And now she stopped because that song was terrible. I'm sorry, Coco. I'm sorry. Now I don't know what else to say. You can't swap when those things are sealed. So that's not cool. As they said in Despicable Me, not cool, Carl. Not cool. And once I eventually realized I could tap that jelly bee to destroy the frosting beneath it, that would be great, and then it'll also destroy some more stuff instead of matching up there. Hey me, tap the jelly bee. Tap it already. There we go. For some reason the bee didn't match, it didn't hit one of those things, but this worked out. We got a big combo there. Running low on levels. Smash. We were able to get 2 in 1. However, how will we do this? There we go, we got it already. I couldn't say the sentence fast enough, but yay, we did it. Hello, brave cookies. Why are there bubbles in the hot cocoa? I mean, hot cocoa, you'd think of soda with bubbles in the middle of it. You wouldn't think of bubbles coming up from hot cocoa. But there are bubbles in hot cocoa when you mix it, but they're usually on top and not really inside the drink.
Uh-oh, I feel a bubble coming on.
Go away.
It's so nice to see a really nice version of the Cocoa Cup as well as Cocoa Sprites and everything. If I ever get like a red mug, I'd love to try and paint like a really nice version of her Cocoa mug. I actually have painted on a jar for an event we did. Oh, here's one of the Lifesaver levels. For an event we did, I was able to paint Cocoa Cookie on a jar with Nightlore and Handina a while back, which was nice. So yeah, here's one of the levels. Oh, and we got a super lucky level, where you get 10 times the coins if you can clear it. These ones are ones you don't want to miss out on, because you can get a lot of coins depending on how well you do. And you can never tell until you go into the level if you're going to get a super lucky. There we go. We got a good smash due to the weekend bonus rewards. Ooh, excuse me. Now, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? I guess I did that. Well, would you look at that? Oh, I think at this point, like, my father had been yelling from the other room and I had to wait. So I wanted to play the game, but I had to respond to him. I knew that happened a little later into the video, so I guess it's happening now. Yeah, I'm gonna end up ending this video soon because he was talking to me and he was like he needed me or something. So I was recording this because I was in my room while I was just going through these levels, and I just wasn't saying anything. And I didn't have the sound on, so you're just gonna, like, in the background it would just be the sound of my computer running, because I think I had my computer up. I might have been listening to music as well. Or, no, I think I might have also been listening to a Brutal Moose live stream. One of his streams, because I need to keep catching up on those. And, I think that's what was happening. And then I heard him, and from the other room, and then I was like, okay, I'll be there soon. So I wanted to finish up this level. So this is going to be the last one, as you can see by the time slowly diminishing. You can actually see how soon I'll end up beating this level. So we've got about another minute to go. Luckily, I got a bunch of these smashy-doos on the bottom, which helped to lower a few things. But it didn't really lower too much because of the chocolates that were there, which I hadn't realized. I should have tried to clear those chocolates first, but it worked out because... Oh, and I didn't match the cocoa because up on the lower right. So that's like 10 or 5, yeah. That's a bunch of coins that I could have gotten that I had missed out on. I think I get 5 coins per move, so 5 times 10, so that could have been 50 coins that I could have won, and I didn't get because I made a match above sort of the cocoa on the bottom to win the level, which is frustrating. I am not a fan of that. I could have used those 50 coins. Yay, victory, Cocoa. Look at how nice the shine on the Cocoa mug is. I love the sprites in this game. Oh, look at how many coins we got. 1,050. That's incredible. That's going to help fund for some of the later cookies. All from that one level, because we cleared it super well. I find it interesting because sometimes the hard levels aren't as hard as random other levels. It's weird. And then I had to end the episode there. So... this was a lot of fun, but I believe it's that time again, friends. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone. And this is Handington, signing off. Bye!